So here's an example of controlled folly, which I mentioned what it is in another video. But this is from Castaneda. For a short time I did study with Castaneda, but he was a great story, and here's one of his stories. At one point when he got really famous, his teacher Don Juan told him, you know, you got to go incognito, change your name, you're getting too big for your britches. So he lived in West Hollywood, and then under an assumed name, he had a roommate and everything. And so one day his roommate said, God, we got to go to this party. It's up in the Hollywood Hills, and it's gonna be really special. And then Castaneda said, oh, I don't know. I'm not big from these Hollywood parties. He says, no, it'll be special. Do you know why? Because Castaneda is going to be there. And so the real Castaneda said, oh, well, gee, yeah, you know, he wrote those books, Don Juan, they're really great books. And they said, okay, so Castaneda, the real Castaneda, agreed to go. So at the party, you know, there's all these beautiful people, and there's a whole group in the back room looking over the San Fernando Valley, and they were all huddled around this guy. Oh, he was the supposed Castaneda, the imposter Castaneda, and he was a real kind of a tall Mexican guy with dark skin, very handsome in a white linen suit. Nothing like Castaneda himself, who was short and at that time kind of a little obese, and then he described himself accurately as I look like a Mexican gardener. It was nothing like this guy. So Castaneda gets in line to kind of pay his respects to the fake Castaneda, and finally he worked himself up on the line, and then the fake Castaneda took his book. He had one of his books for him to sign, so the fake Castaneda was signing the book and says, oh, did you understand all this? And Castaneda said, I can't say I really do understand all of it, but I read everything. And the guy says, good for you. And then he moved on to the next guy. And Castaneda never let on, and he just took it as a big, giant, controlled folly, just to see what was happening under his own name. So, and another example is Don Miguel. He told me, you wrote your books as controlled folly. Okay, so you now put it out in the world. You did your job. The dream has been dreamt. So trust in the sun, as the way he talked, trust in spirit, and witness whatever may or may not happen. It may be a big bestseller and help the world, but who cares? It's controlled folly.